Yo, we here. Niggas know what it is. Hold on a second. Good morning, people. Been a little minute, but we back. We back again. Shout out to this YouTube. Shout out to the Facebook and all that. Rocking with us. One half of the bar breakdown. Salute to my brother Live Music is. Today is his wifey's birthday, so you will not be seeing him on live today. You know what I mean? I'm trying to share this out to a couple of people real quick. Get a couple of people in the building before we start talking. But there was some posts that went out these past couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Things been a little tricky out here in these battle rap streets and all that. We're gonna talk about it real quick. We're gonna talk about how we got here, and we're also gonna talk about just what's been going on in the culture as a whole with, you know, teams and crews and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna talk a little bit today. I'm gonna try to get Pep in the building. I'm gonna try to get Jep in the building. I told both of them that I'll be going live. So we're gonna see who we can get in the building real quick. Salute to everybody that is watching. Salute to everybody that is paying attention. Just give me a few minutes. Just let me get everybody in the building real quick. Because I spoke to both parties this morning. You know what I'm saying? I definitely spoke to both parties this morning. I told them I was going live. That's another thing with the responsibility with the media and everything. Like, you just got to bring all parties up to speed on what's going on. I didn't speak to Vigilante, though. I did speak to Jeopardy, and I did speak to, Jep. Vigilante, if you're in the building, you're more than welcome to pull up and talk with me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's on Beat Media. So we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Salute to those that are popping out right now and watching. There was some things going on. So the first thing that I saw, I tried to get the Pep video. It's no longer up on the page. But that was the first thing I saw going on with the situation with the ball bullies and the Golden Squad. Not even really a situation, just, well, whatever was being said. So, Pep has said that, it's cool when people are wearing your merch and promoting your brand, but when somebody from your brand wants to promote and push a crew that they want to be a part of, it's a problem. So that was the first line that I saw go up. Right after that, I don't know if we still got the media part for that. Excuse me, y'all. I know you're like, Bundles, get to the fucking point. I wasn't really prepared because I thought it would have blew over by now. I'm not sure if we still have it. I don't think we still have it. That's on my part. So, Jeopardy responded in the comments. When Jeopardy responded in the comments, it was pretty dry after that. And then right after that, we got to see these messages right here. I'm just going to bring them up one by one. Just give me a second. We're going to bring them up one by one. All right. So this is from Vigilante. Vigilante put on his page. He said, I'm always going to choose me. Just remember everything that I had your back through. You don't want to fuck with me. Cool. I'm done with the bullshit. Not a soul will ever get anything from me again. Make me choose who my alliances is to, like that was ever a question. Another time, I just get used to things. Vigilante was right with. Away, laughing my ass off. Good luck. Hope y'all the best of success from the bottom of my heart. I'm falling back from everything. So, in the midst of seeing that, you're just thinking like, all right, he's, it's out there for the world. So we just taking it for what it was. We don't know what's really going on from this message in particular. We just know that, he feeling some type of way about something. At the end of the day, the coacher really wouldn't know what he was feeling about this message. It was the message after that when we got a little bit more, in depth. Now, the one after that, he said another thing. He wasn't finished yet. He said another thing. I will never help or receive help from another soul again in my life, because no matter what you do for someone, they end up changing on you, and loyalty ends up with something else that ain't this shit for them at all. So with that being said, don't ask me for shit, and I won't either, and I would rather starve or eat out of a garbage can than to ever accept a favor from anyone. These last few days really fucked me up as a man, but I also show me I can't trust many. Oh, again, that's all my fault, no matter what. Okay, so still we are reading cryptically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. I'm reading type fast. That's a fact. That's a fact. But basically, this is another one where it was kind of encrypted that we really didn't know what was going on. But if you've been following the timeline of what Pepper's been going on, you still kind of get a little insight, but you still don't 100% know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Ball Bullies, OG Burner, 10 Toes Down. Yo, if y'all want to pull up to the live, just let me know. Hold on, let me put the number up on the screen. Do we got the phone number here? Well, most of y'all got my number, so if y'all want to pull up on the screen, just let me know. Hit me with a text, and I'll send you the link so you can pull up and speak your piece and all that. All right, so now we here with that post. So now, it's another post right after that. This is all this morning, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Even crazier, my name is off the list, and y'all still mad at me. Still made me choose. All right, look, check this out. What list? Now, there was a list that was made from Golden Squad, because they just started a new page, Golden in the first place. Shout out to their page or whatever. So now they got a new page for the collective as the group. And on that page, they had the list of their roster. And on the roster, Vigilante name was on the roster. Rightfully so, with Vigilante name being on the roster, Jeopardy, who is the leader and head of Ball Bullies and partners with Vigilante, which is a member of Ball Bullies, he has some questions. This is based on what we see in real time. You know what I'm saying? So they had some questions. They asked them about it. Now, I spoke to both parties. I spoke to Jeopardy and I spoke to Pep this morning. Now, on Jeopardy's case, Jeopardy did say that when he spoke to Vigilante about it, Vigilante at the time said that he didn't know anything about him being part of Golden Squad. This was his terminology as far as what was going on. So he basically told Vigilante, like, well, if you're not part of Golden Squad, you need to clean that up. Now, according to Jeopardy, that conversation went down a couple of days ago. He has not heard from Vigilante since. And now we're here where this next message basically seals the deal. Everything remains golden. Vigilante. The word golden and his at name on Instagram is in golden, basically in reference to the Golden Squad. So, based on what we are reading, that Vigilante is officially a Golden Squad member. Now, the clash comes into where is how it started. Now, basically how it started, now when you speak to Pep, Pep is saying that basically you can be a bar bully and a Golden Squad member at the same time. Based on, we went through the whole semantics of what is crew and what is business and what is business and what is crew and things like that. And on Pep's end, he feels like Vigilante was more on the business side of Ball Bully, so there should be no reason why he can't join the crew. And wait a minute, Ball Bully said link. Send them the link. All right, no problem. Sending you the link right now, my brother. 1 second. Like I said, if you want to pull up, let me know. I'll send you the link. Got no problem with sending the link. I let niggas speak their piece. You know what I mean? Hold on. Airdrop. Got you ready now, dog. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. I know Jeopardy say he wants to pull up. He wants to speak his piece on his own accord. So we're going to try to get him right. I just sent it to your Instagram, my brother. You check your Instagram right now. That link should be available to you. So you come up here and talk your talk. I mean, let's read some of these comments real quick. You know what I'm saying? He said, Vigilante coming with the ballers and garage where your talents would be appreciated. Yeah, this nigga stupid, bro. This nigga crazy. But yeah, as we waiting for Jeopardy to pull up, that's pretty much what's going on right now. Is just a situation where Vigilante is now being a member of the Golden Squad movement. You know what I'm saying? So big hug to Black Foundation. I see these ones I shouldn't matter at all for the culture. And this is that and the third. Uh, you know, some squads say it does, some squads say it doesn't. It's a situation where, you know, certain information was not being conveyed to other individuals and things like that. You know what I mean? But as we're waiting on Jeopardy, see what he has to say. We got some other things going on in the culture. This weekend is going down. You know, Cypher City versus Rebel Warzone is definitely going down this weekend. If you in the New York area, Brooklyn, New York, make sure you tap in with both parties and get your tickets so you could be in the building for that battle right there, because that battle is going to be real. It's going to be platform versus platform, community versus community, but all love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that. That's going down this weekend. Then right after that, I believe we got G.I. Joe versus G.I. Jane Part 2. That's going down in October. I forgot the exact date, but you can look on Fire the Misfit, Nadia Ali, and all the other parties that's going to be on that card. All information is there. So just make sure that you tap in with them and get that going. That's going to be in Philly. You know what I mean? He said, that's a fact. It's definitely going to be a lit event. That event going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You already know So Cricket TV going to be in the building for that one right there. You can break it down, all the battles and things like that, and showing that love that it needs to be shown and all that. But do we got Jeopardy in the building? Let's see. Jep, that's you, my brother?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on, let me get my headphones. For some reason, these headphones ain't connecting. Give me a second.
Oh God. You can hear me?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
Wow.
Sometimes this shit be going haywire.
Yo.
Yeah, we good now. We good. What's going on, my brother?
Peace. I'm just trying to turn the volume up on here.
Right,
What's good? Everything good?
You can hear me now? I want to make sure I ain't too low.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little low, but I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, so we was sitting here reporting on what's been going on the Instagram earlier today with the vigilante situation. You know, I spoke to you earlier, and I also spoke to Pep as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's your stance on this whole situation? Because it seemed like it's one big miscommunication.
That's all it is. So I'm gonna start, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to speed through it, but I like to start from the beginning so it's understandable. So when I first created Ball Bullies, remember it was a group. It wasn't a league yet. We was a solid group. It was me, then it was East Coast, East Coast brought in Vigilante, and then we got Kush. Remember, I didn't know Vigilante. I met him through East Coast. East Coast wanted to bring him in. I said, bet, you know what I'm saying? We tried it out, and that we ended up clicking, and that was that. So me, with my experience from battle rap, just the situations I've been in, I'm shit like that. When I'm saying I'm building a brand, I let everybody know from the beginning, like, listen, I want to build this brand. So anybody's gonna be a part of this brand, we're gonna build this and this only. Everybody else should have solidified. Everybody else built their brand. They made their mark. You know what I'm saying? So when we doing this, I want it to be us, straight barbers doing what we doing. Not saying you can't be cool with nobody, you can't be whatever, but me as a league owner, if this is what I want, I have the right to say that. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be over here.
Right.
So if that was something that anybody wasn't interested in, you had the opportunity to be like, you know what? Nah, I want to be here, 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 and here. So let me go do that. But he didn't have an issue. Everybody was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's do it. Everybody was locked in. You know what I'm saying? To the point where after our first event, I made Vigilante the vice president of my company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the agreement was, yeah, we're gonna be up here, we're gonna build what we're gonna build. It's bar bullies and bar bullies only. Like, we always on that type of time. It wasn't just me trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. No, we always in on that. Like, yo, we're gonna build this brand. Anywhere we go, it's bar bullies. We're gonna wear the merch. We're gonna do all that straight bar bullies.
Us versus everybody.
Right, for everybody. Everybody was okay with that. Nobody complained. Nobody had an issue. And that's what it was. So, like I said, the only reason I even asked the question about the Golden Squad list is because Vigilante is the vice president of my company. That's the only reason. And me and him never had a conversation about him fucking with Golden Squad, being Golden Squad. So if he was like being with Ball Bullies and fucking with Golden Squad, nobody in Ball Bullies knew about that. That was his own decision. So
anybody that got questions for Jeopardy, you know what I'm saying, the numbers at the top of the screen, you could call and you could ask any questions you want. You know what I'm saying? We just sitting here talking. It's the Ball Breakdown / hashtag on Beat Media So Quick TV. But go ahead, Jeopardy, my fault.
right, no, all good. So, like you said, Golden Squad, they got the new Instagram page up where they got the list up there. They started following me, so I'm looking at the profile. I see Vigilante name on their roster list. It's no problem. I still don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's not like me tripping. So obviously, if he's the vice president of my company, I had the right to ask him about it. Just like, yo, did you know about this? Like, what's up? Not even on no, you know what I'm saying, no beef and no nothing, just so I'm clear what you're doing, because you're the vice president of my company. So when I just asked him about, like, yo, I see your name is on Golden Squad list. Do you know about that? And I don't know if you got it or not, but I sent you some stuff to your DM because I don't like to say stuff without showing. I don't just talk shit. I like to show shit. So when I asked him about it, he said, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about me being Golden Squad. I don't know about no list. Like, he didn't know about it, was his response. So what I told him, yo, just take care of it, because you don't want people using your name or putting your name on stuff that you don't even know about. And that's me trying to look out for my guy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm looking out for the vice president of my company. Like, bro, just make sure you clear on everything that your name is on. So all I told him was take care of it. I didn't say nothing else. I'm like, all right, so if you don't know about it, just take care of it.
Yeah, I'm reading
We had a little
right now. It does say
right. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the last conversation me and him had about it. The next thing I know, I seen Pep video with him ranting about people wearing the merch and this and that. And let's be clear, Ball Bullies was a group, me, Vigilante, East Coast, and Kush. I decided to make it a league. So then we had certain individuals after our first event who became Ball Bullies roster, in the sense of if we ever did league versus league or this versus that, it's not just us four. We got other artists who on our league who we gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They as our roster. So I don't know. So after I seen the list, I seen Pep video. As far as what I know, like I said, nobody never talked to me. I never talked to Vigilante about it, and I never talked to Pep. All I'm seeing is what they put on social media.
Right.
Nobody contacted me and spoke to me. Even with Vigilante departing from Ball Bullies, me and him never talked about it. He talked to East Coast. He didn't talk to me. But I'm the league owner, so I'm the person you should be talking to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So after all Pep put up the post and all that, East Coast and Vigilante, which is what he's saying right now, him and East Coast had a conversation. That conversation must have went left between East Coast and Vigilante. So then I guess being that they conversation went left, all of a sudden Vigilante not bar bullies. But he never spoke to me yet. Still, I still haven't never not spoke to Vigilante. Still haven't spoke to Pep. Nobody still never hit me up about it. So that's why I'm like, damn, I'm the league owner and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, what's up? Somebody contact me. Let's talk. I'm a man, nigga. I'll meet up with you. I'll call you. Like, it is what it is. Let's just have a conversation so I understand what's going on. So, like I said, I still haven't had a conversation with them. So all I'm going off is what's on social media.
So basically,
Nobody.
what did you have a conversation with East Coast?
After he spoke to Vigilante, yes.
Okay, but
And he kind of was like, yo, I talked to him. You know what I'm saying? The conversation didn't go that good. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is at this point, fuck it. That was what it was, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, nobody never came to me and had a conversation with me. I'm going off everything I'm seeing them post on social media. All you had to do is have a conversation like, bro, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you could have went and did it. But, you know, some people like to build things up and make a storyline out of things and, you know what I'm saying? And also
yeah,
miscommunication.
we spoke about that behind the scenes where you felt like there was a situation where it was already the
Yeah, because,
writing was
bro, come
already
on.
on the
Anybody who
wall.
know me, know I don't give a fuck about this shit. If you don't want to be here, you don't got to be here. I'm going to do what I got to do regardless. Like, I'm going to build my brand. I'm going to book my battles. I'm going to do it regardless of who's here, who's not here. But like I said, I only cared and asked the question because he's the vice president of my company. Other than that, I wouldn't have gave a fuck about it. And I knew that you had to understand from the very beginning, before we even became a league, that we was doing ball bullies and ball bullies only. My thing is, all this is going on without nobody talking to me. People feeling in their ways, they in their feelings, they having conversations, but nobody talking to the league owner. Nobody's talking to the person who's running the show, booking the battles, doing this, doing that. Nobody came and hit me up not once. So you can't be in your feelings about something that we never even had a conversation about.
Yo, for those that's asking, I did speak to Jeopardy and I did speak to Pep behind the scenes. They both knew that I was doing this live at noon. This is why Jeopardy's here and we talking about it. Vigilante, if you feel like you want to come up at any point in time, if you want it separate from Jeopardy's, let me know. You get my numbers right there. You can send me a text and we can do this in parts and pieces. If you want to pull up while he's here, you can do that as well. The number's right there at the top of the screen. Anybody can send me a text and I can bring you up on this live. But go ahead, Jeff.
Nah, yeah. So for me, there's no beef, there's no issue, there's no nothing. Just people in their feelings and miscommunication. That's all it is. People in their feelings and miscommunication. Because I don't care if Vigilante want to be here or not. And I even told him, he could tell you, I told him, I said, bro, if you want to be Go to Squad, because I see you like Pep, I see y'all building y'all relationship or whatever kind of relationship y'all got. I said, bro, if you want to be Go to Squad, be Go to Squad. We won't have beef. I won't come at you crazy. We could still be cool, bro. Like, I just want everybody to be where they want to be. If that's what you want to be, bro, just go do that. But we never still never approached me with the conversation. Nobody. Everybody going straight to social media, posting stuff instead of talking about it. So that's why I look nasty now, because everybody just go straight run to social media. Like, I'm right here. I'm easy to get to. I'm easy to contact. I don't care. I'll talk to any, like, what's up? Nobody talk to me about nothing.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, I see. Hold on. Let me get some of these comments together. Jeopardy and Vision. Now, that's a fact. That's why I spoke to
So that's
both
like,
parties
bro, for
behind the
example,
scenes.
I'm gonna ask you because I know you was the founder and So Crooked. You book battles. You've been there. You've been there. You had artists who was with you, artists who not with you now. You've been through that. That's like I'm So Crooked. I have a conversation with somebody else in So Crooked. Never you. I never talked to you ever. I'm so crooked. I have a conversation with another member so crooked. Then the next day I say, oh, well, now I'm ball bullies.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're asking me personally, yes, you
No,
absolutely
I'm just
correct. I
saying.
would
So
say that.
there's right. That's what I'm saying. So that was my
Yeah.
only thing. Like, bro, just let me know. Just talk to me. Let me know what's up. You do what you want to do. There's no beef. There's no nothing.
But he said, "I'm good. My post warrant by Jet. I got violated. And you could by
Right. So this is why I said he had a conversation with East Coast, and because they conversation didn't go good, is why we here now. But nobody still never hit me up though. So what you were supposed to do, vigilante, since you in the comments, when you and East Coast conversation went left, you were supposed to hit up me.
Nah,
Yo,
yo,
Jeff.
bro. If Vigilante wants to pull up, like I said, the number's right there at the top of the screen. He could shoot me a text, and I will send him the link. You know what I'm
All you
saying?
gotta do is hit me up like, bro, you know what?
Or he can
Man, East Coast
call
ain't have a good.
if he want to call. He can call too. We can hear him on live
Nah,
on the
yeah,
screen.
please do. So all you had to do was like, bro, me and East Coast ain't have a good conversation. Nah, I'm good. Y'all do y'all, I'm good. And I was like, you know what? I respect it. Peace, bro. Wish you good luck. So to me, there's no issue. There's some people trying to build an issue.
Now the situation with Jet when he said, I mean with Pep when he said, people is cool with repping the squad when it's beneficial on one end and not beneficial on the other end. And I think he was in reference of saying like he was being supportive of ball bullies and you know
He
rocking the
definitely
merch and
was.
standing behind y'all guys and things like that. From his perspective, he doesn't think that it was an issue if he was a Golden Squad member and a ball bullies member. But like you just stated earlier, y'all came together at the beginning of ball bullies and said this is gonna be us. You can have alliances, you know what I'm saying, but we're
Mhm.
not really joining no other entities or anything like that. So that's where the signals get crossed at in this
Right.
conversation right here.
But I
And the
also
vigil
said, but I also let them know at the same time, if that's what you want to do, you can just let me know. Just communicate with me that that's what you want to do, and you can also do that. And the thing with Pep was talking about